Welcome back everyone to Modded Minecraft 1.7. So, getting set up fairly well. I went with a mechanism enrichment chamber to do something a bit different. Oh, it just finished with the osmium. Cool. Let's get this cooking up. I'm thinking we'll make some armor out of osmium. This Spetsnaz armor is not very good, and I picked up a couple of things from some mobs. And I just loaded my last Makarov clip into my gun. I started with 10. So we got 2 survivalist generators, and I did cheat in this energy cube because for whatever reason these cables were not working. This machine would get enough power to process one ore and then it wouldn't work again until I broke this cable and replaced it. So yeah, I have a feeling it's not supposed to be like that. So the Crimson Creeper's army has arrived, and as you may be able to guess if you're very observant, I have been killed many times lately. Let's see if we can find them. I've tried to light up this area. Oh, there's a couple of them. Look right here. Communist creepers. Can you believe that? What has the world come to? Is it really so bad that we have to have communist creepers now? Yeah, so I'm gonna need to make a new gun. Well, I could just make ammo for what I've got, but I would rather make a new gun. So let's see, I've actually got a lot of iron right here. Let's take a pretty good amount of that. What does the M16 cost? I was testing quite a few of these guns and I thought the M16 was pretty good. Did I pass it? I must have passed it. Here it is. Okay, it requires a bit of fiberglass. And to get fiberglass, we need a clay and sand mixture, which requires clay and sand. Strangely. So let's go grab a bit of that really quickly. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this entire episode today. I've actually only got 30 minutes before I have to go somewhere again, and then as soon as I get back I'll have to get ready for bed. Not very fun sometimes, but what can you do? Alright, clay. Need clay. Whoa! What are you? I don't know what these black particles are, and they kind of freak me out and kill my frame rate. You know what? I probably should just let you blow up because you're in the water. Seriously, what's with these black particles? They're kind of freaking me out. Okay, and I don't know if I've got any sand, so I'll go ahead and mine some of this. Ow! I think a mosquito bit me. Go away! Oh, parkour like a pro. Okay, so I don't know what the weird black snow was, but it's gone now. Wow, my food. I'm only running because I'm scared. I've died so many times. I'll clean up those death markers in a little bit. I think the history of foods that you've eaten recently gets reset whenever you've died. Because I'm pretty sure some of these things I've eaten more recently than it says that I have. Okay, so we need a sand and clay mixture. It gave us 8. Smelt that up for me. And let's see. The ammo does not require any fiberglass, which is good. It does require gunpowder, which apparently the communist creepers have more of than regular creepers. Maybe I should fix that. Okay, so let's make the M16 and some ammo for it. That was all that I had materials for. Okay. So let's put you here, get you loaded up. So that is 30 plus 120, 150 shots. That should last me for a while, I think. And I've actually got a plan for when I get back. I'm going to set my resupply chest to... well, actually, no, you can't autocraft this ammo because you have to make it in a stupid weapons box. Well, I guess I could make a bunch of the ammo in advance and then just stick it in the AME system and let it resupply it from that. Well, so much for nearly infinite ammo. I guess it would still be nearly infinite. So, one thing I've noticed about the Twilight Forest that could be a small problem, but isn't really yet, is that there's not really any copper. I mean, there might be some copper somewhere, but it spawns so high up that it is just next to impossible to find it. And I'm going to go ahead and craft some osmium armor here. But there is a way that we can get copper. And it is actually thanks to the communist creepers, of all people. Okay, so I just made a full suit of osmium armor. Let's put that on. So that is 8.5. Cool. That should be significantly better protection than what we had before. Okay, so I showed the coin purses very briefly earlier. And what you do is you just right click them and it gives you a random assortment of coins. Some of them are more common than others. As you can see, I have a lot more of the copper ones than the others, and I don't have any gold ones yet. Gold are the rarest. Steel are pretty rare as well. I may tweak the values or probably even make them configurable if I ever decide to release this mod. And I'm probably going to rename it to Communist Creepers instead of Communism. So I'm just going to go ahead and right click this, and another thing you could do if you want to automatically put the rubles in a hopper is you could just fill up your inventory and just right click with the bags and it'll spew them all over the ground instead of putting them in your inventory. So let's go ahead and put the copper ones in, and then gold, and I guess having a little bit of steel couldn't hurt. The other ones we don't really need right now, so I'll just put those away. And, whoops, we actually need to craft these into nuggets. Or, no, wait, nope. I'm wrong about a mod that I just made not too long ago. You do smelt them into the nuggets, not crafting them into nuggets. What was I thinking? It's been a long day. So we are smelting the Communist Creepers currency into nuggets. How handy is that? And if we wanted to, we could also craft them back into the rubles if we wanted to. I don't know why. And this texture is actually based on an actual Soviet Union coin. I forget which one it is. I just kind of picked one that I like the looks of and shrunk it down to 16 by 16, and it doesn't look quite as good as as the original. You can't really tell what it is anymore, but it's like a guy with a hammer working on an anvil or something like that. So, kind of interesting, I suppose. And we can just use these nuggets to craft ingots again. It's actually registered in the ore dictionary, so looks like for my mod pack it's going to craft them into railcraft ingots, which not a big deal really. I mean, you could still use them just like any other copper ingots. And I actually found a setting. I forget where it was. Options, NEI plugins, options for developers. Here you can make it show the ore dictionary names for items that you hover over. So here it shows the ore dictionary names. Very handy. I was actually wondering, like this crop cotton. Okay, I wonder what Tinker's Construct cotton is registered as. I don't have, hang on. Okay, what was I trying to say? I forget. Something about the cotton. Well, I registered the fluffy puffs as material cotton. Maybe I should change that to crop cotton. Well, something worth considering. For now, why don't we test out the M16 a little bit? I mean, I've already tested it out myself, but let's go ahead and show it off on camera really quickly. Come here, you. That's loud. It does 7 damage. And you can fire full auto, but I don't like to do that. It's too inaccurate. Waste of ammo. Oh, actually missed that guy. Has a pretty good knockback to it as well. So how many shots did I fire? I fired 12, and I killed 3 communist creepers. That's acceptable. It means I missed a few times, but a rifle will definitely be less accurate than a pistol that you take time to aim every shot. Well, at least a full auto rifle anyway. Minecraft was not really meant to be a first-person shooter, so it doesn't always work as well as you would hope it would. I'm going to just show off really quickly. If I right-click this here, well, it tried to spit them on the ground, but since I freed up an inventory slot... Oh, it actually gave me 10 rubles all at once? Or did it give me 10? I don't know. Gave me 8. Okay. Basically, it just randomly goes through the list of all the options. What? Who exploded? Why? I don't know. But as I was saying, it just goes through the list of all the possible coins and says, well, it has this % chance of being in the bag. And then if that's the case, pick a number somewhere between 1 and some other number. That depends on the coin. Right, and here's all of our nuggets. And the only way I knew how to do it was to add a nugget for each one that's not already in vanilla Minecraft. So pretty much everything but gold I had to add a new nugget for. I was kind of hoping that I could just say use nuggets from other mods, but it doesn't seem to be any easy way to do that. So got a new type of nugget for all these metals. Oh well. What can you do? So we even got 4 steel ingots out of that. It's 17 copper. I feel like this might be a little bit overpowered. I don't know. This is really a gag mod for the most part. I mean, it could evolve into something that's kind of cool and people want to play with, but for the most part I just made it as a gag for this series. If gag is even the right way of putting it. Alright, so let's talk about getting out of the Twilight Forest. So, the way I see it, the most likely option is I find a diamond, which I haven't, and throw it into a pool of water, and that should make a new portal. Another option might be to find one of the bosses in the Twilight and slay it. And realistically, that would not actually get you out of the Twilight, but just for the purpose of the series, I'm going to pretend that it does if I decide to go that route. So let's clean up these depth markers really quickly. I don't see any reason to keep them. Alright, so is this enrichment chamber just always making noise, or is that something else? Oh, it's these generators. Right. They are filling up this energy cube. Alright. Well, well. Look right here. Just found 2 diamonds. Finally. It took a very long time to find diamonds, so this could be our ticket out of here. I assume this will work. I'm not sure. Not gonna do it this episode. Going to wait until the next one since we're already like 15-20 minutes in. I forget exactly. I've lit up this area a little bit. I chopped down that tree just for wood because I wasn't sure how much longer it would take to find a diamond, but I found one in a kind of reasonable amount of time, I guess. Oh. Alright, we've got a little more iron dust here. I made this energized smelter. It makes a horrible noise. Listen to that. I hate that noise. So I don't have any more. Let's see. Oh, I do have a bunch of iron rubles I could smelt up. I think this production table is actually not that efficient with the fuel it uses. It feels like it runs through its power way too quickly. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. No, it actually looks like it's fairly efficient. Okay. So the energized smelter was kind of pointless, but oh well. So this will get us some more iron nuggets. We have some iron ingots here. I want to make a few more magazines for the M16, which I also put an ACOG sight and a grip on. You can do that with this gun modification table. You just drop it in here and it'll pop up with slots for whatever the gun is. Looks like you can also give it a different camouflage as well. Kind of wish there were more options. And I think this slot is for silencers, this one's for sights, this one's for foregrip. So I assume the foregrip kind of makes it a little bit more stable. Yeah, that feels a lot more stable. It doesn't kick nearly as much. And this ACOG sight gives it more zoom in. Okay, so that's pretty accurate. That's good. And it only takes 3 shots to kill most unarmed, or pretty much any unarmored mob that has just 20 health. So even this ammo I think would be enough. But I want to make some more for it anyway. So how much was that? 6 iron, 5 gunpowder. I've got lots of gunpowder. And iron is, whoops. I really like inventory tweak sorting. I don't think I've ever said that, but I don't know what I would do without it. I mean, it's so nice. It's like, oh, I've got everything that's just this huge, gigantic mess. Middle click. Fixed. Good to go. Okay, so let's make a little bit more ammo here. There we go. So we got 2 stacks, which is 4 clips apiece. So that is 240 bullets right here. That's actually quite a lot, isn't it? That should last us a while. I still wish there was some way you could auto-craft the ammo. That would be very convenient. But I guess it's not a big deal. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Next time, we're going to make a run for the portal. It's pretty dangerous out there. And hopefully the Crimson Creeper hasn't heard about our plans to escape from the Twilight next episode. If he has, we may have quite a fight on our hands. So as always, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And I will see you next time.